It was never supposed to get this bad for the Blue Jays. Everyone assumed Toronto's powerhouse offense was too good for them to get blown out to the point where they became the first team to use a position player to pitch in postseason history, but that's exactly what happened in ALCS Game 4 Tuesday. With 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning, backup infielder Cliff Pennington came out of the bullpen for the Blue Jays, and soaked up an out simply because manager John Gibbons was out of options. "It was ugly today, no doubt about that," said Gibbons about Game 4. "That's all I can say. Dickey didn't make it out of the 2nd inning and 4 relievers, including Pennington, were needed to get the final 9 outs. Those relievers combined to allow 9 runs and 13 baserunners. The only positive on the pitching side for the Blue Jays in Game 4 was Liam Hendriks, who soaked up 4 1/3 scoreless innings in the middle of the game. He hadn't thrown more than 3 innings in a game during the regular season. Of course, that takes him out of action for Game 5 Wednesday. Unfortunately, Liam did a heck of a job. But that was his limit, really. It was borderline abuse, anyway, from what he's used to," added Gibbons. "I don't think you'd probably see him tomorrow. He did some kind of job, really. It really kept the game close, gave us a shot." The Blue Jays are down 3-1 in the ALCS and are facing elimination in Game 5. For a variety of reasons, they'll head into Wednesday's win or go home game with a short bullpen. Hendriks is out for Game 5 because he threw 59 pitches in Game 4. Tipra also threw a ton of pitches in Game 4, and if he is able to pitch in Game 5, it seems unlikely he will throw much more than an inning. Lowe has pitched 4 times in the last 5 days and said, "I don't know about tomorrow," when asked about his availability for Game 5. He wouldn't come out and saying it, but his body language gave every indication he is running on fumes. It seems unlikely Gibbons will lose Hawkins in anything other than a blowout win in Game 5. The veteran right-hander didn't retire any of the 3 batters he faced in Game 4 and has allowed 7 runs in 1 2/3 innings this postseason. He's faced 14 batters and 9 have reached base. Despite his recent lack of work, Loop's availability in Game 5 is in question because he left the team to attend to a personal matter. "Loop got a call and he had to head to the airport and head home," said Gibbons. The Blue Jays cannot replace Loop on the roster if he has to remain away from the team in Game 5. Players can only be replaced due to injury. That leaves Gibbons with Sanchez and Osuna as his only rested and reliable relievers for Game 5. He indicated the duo will be good for a couple of innings each if necessary. Game 5 starter Marco Estrada has completed 7 innings just twice in his last 8 starts, so I'm guessing Sanchez and Osuna will indeed be needed for more than 3 outs each. The X factor in Game the 5th of may be the availability of starters David Price and Marcus Stroman. Stroman started and threw 94 pitches in Game 3 Monday and could be available for an inning or 2 in Game 5. Even in an elimination game, I doubt the Blue Jays would push their young stud hurler much more than that, if he pitches at all. Price threw 96 pitches in Game 2 on Saturday and should be able to provide serious length in Game 5, if necessary. He is scheduled to start Game 6 Friday if the Blue Jays extend the series, but Gibbons can't worry about that. They have to win Game 5 first, and if the best way to do that is using Price in relief, in extra innings, for example, then so be it. Obviously Gibbons does not want to have to use Price. In a perfect world the ball would go from Estrada to Sanchez to Osuna. If Gibbons has to use anyone other than those 3, chances are things are going poorly for Toronto. It's all hands on deck in an elimination game, but a few too many of these hands are overworked or ineffective. There's no doubt it's a big challenge. "It's a do-or-die game for us," said Gibbons. "The key is get a good outing out of Marco and we'll see where it takes us. Not a more important game this season, really. I know these guys will be ready."